Hi, it's Dr. Z. This week, we will continue to learn about t-tests. A t-test allows researchers to conduct a hypothesis test when population variance, sigma squared, and population standard deviation, sigma, is unknown. There are 3 different types of t-tests. The third type is known as the t-test for independent means. In its simplest form, 2 separate samples are being compared. Most importantly, this week we will officially assign the independent t-test project. As you can see here, please go to the project module below and read the modules sometime this week. The first assignment of the project is due this week. So let's get started with this week's overview. By the end of this week, you'll be able to complete these district course competencies and learning objectives. For this week, please watch the overview video and view this week's activity checklist here. There are 2 sections this week. The first section is the t-test for independent means. This test will compare 2 separate samples or 2 separate groups. This test is also referred to as an independent t-test. Please read the designated pages in the textbook and complete the corresponding Nearpod lesson. The second section is on the comparison of t-tests. Now, last week we introduced 2 t-tests, and this week we introduce a third t-test. Students often get the 3 tests confused. For this section, I created a handout especially for you here that summarizes the 3 t-tests when you complete the handout on your own. So please read the designated pages in the textbook and watch the assigned video. This week's activity is on reporting independent t-tests. We will continue to strengthen the skill of thinking and writing like researchers this week. This activity will give you an opportunity to practice writing summary and interpretation statements for the third type of t-test, the independent t-test. Each student will be assigned 1 sample research study to work on and share their statements with the class in discussion board number 8. The activity handout is available in your course packet. You'll complete the activity handout on your own by writing the answers in the space provided on the activity handout. Well, let's go to our assignments this week. The first assignment is the Nearpod lesson. This lesson will review how to calculate an independent t-test. The second assignment is discussion board number 8 on the independent t-test. This discussion board ties back to the activity on writing summary and interpretation statements. Question 1 asks you to reflect on the TED Talk on clinical trials. Question 2 will ask you to share your summary and interpretation statements for your assigned research study. And question 3 is a reflection of this experience. Now, there is an additional assignment this week because we are officially assigning the independent t-test project. I want to make sure that you understand the expectations, assignments, and due dates of this project. So after reviewing the official project packet and the complete independent t-test project module on Canvas, you will complete this statement of understanding quiz. Now, this quiz is open notes, so please feel free to use your project packet and refer to the module if needed. I do want to point out that Respondus, Lockdown Browser, and Monitor are not required for this quiz. The next assignment is problem set 8. We will have 1 problem set this week, but it'll consist of 3 pages. This problem set reviews concepts in t-tests for independent means and the comparison of t-tests. This problem set will have you practice conducting the independent t-test and help you identify the difference between the 3 types of t-tests. This week's activity will also be excellent practice for the summary and interpretation statements that you will provide in this problem set. And the final assignment will be the chapter quiz. Please make sure to complete the reading and online activities for this week's chapter before taking the quiz. And if you made it this far, I'm going to reward you with extra credit. I'm keeping with my LEGO theme and the use of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you want to earn extra credit points, submit the names of the 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that are featured in the Nearpod lesson on independent t-tests this week, and put your answer in extra credit Easter eggs. Now, do you get it? An independent t-test compares 2 separate groups, and there's 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the video. I know, I'm silly. And with that, you'll have successfully completed this week's module, my friends. I look forward to reviewing your awesome assignments this week.